What's good, everybody? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Back at y'all with another one, man. But before we jump into this, make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Also, if you want anything off these predictions, hit me with a comment. Let me know if it was helpful or not. For once I'm off of it, man, and we're gonna continue to put separation and win-loss column on that prediction record, man. But nonetheless, this is a quick NBA quick hits part 19, volume 2 for today. We have 11 games today, so this is the second video. If you missed the first one, make sure you go check it out. But listen in and tune in for the entirety of the video to get all the NBA predictions, man. But let's go ahead and jump right into this, man. We got the Dallas Mavericks in at 15-16 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves in at 16-15. Again, the Mavs are looking to get some get back. Why is that? Because the Timberwolves did just beat them. So again, man, you're gonna have a situation where the Mavs are gonna come in hungry. They're gonna want this. They're gonna want this to prove a point. Let the Minnesota Timberwolves know that it was a fluke. It was one of those situations where, again, this got out of hand and it got ugly quick, and the Wolves ran away with it. However, the Luka, I'm sure Luka and those boys are gonna have they're gonna have something to say about it. Why is that? The only person that's listed now for the Dallas Mavericks on the injury report, man, is Dwight Powell. He is listed as questionable. They also have ruled out, as far as ones that are actually out, Dorian Finney-Smith, Josh Green, Maxi Kleber, are all out as of right now. So again, Dwight Powell is questionable for that one. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be without Karl Anthony Towns and Taurean Prince and Jordan McLaughlin as well. So again, man, you got pretty much your big hitters out there. That Dorian Smith being out, that's a huge blow on the defensive end for the Dallas Mavericks. However, but I feel like, again, and this team should be able to step up, led by Luka, Tim Hardaway Jr., Spencer Dinwiddie, Christian Wood. Those guys should be able to show up and get the job done, especially with the Wolves being shorthanded. So I'm gonna go ahead and rock out the Dallas Mavericks on this one. I feel like, again, they're gonna get some get back, and Luka's gonna have a monster game, man. Next up after that, man, we got the Portland Trailblazers versus the OKC Thunder. Again, they're the Thunder are going to look to get some get back, man. I'm sorry, the Trailblazers going to look to get some get back. They did just face the Thunder and they lost by 2. So definitely Portland's going to come in with a chip on their shoulders. Dame and those boys, man, they're going to look to want to get the win on this one. So no, I guess. Do we have any major injuries listed on this one? Outside of the big names, not really seeing anyone as of right now. I know Dame Lillard, Jeremy Grant, Josh Hart, and Drew Eubanks are all listed as probable. So obviously they're going to play. Trailblazers are still waiting on Gary Payton II to make his return. Nasir Little and Yusuf Nurkic is questionable. I'm assuming they're going to play. Keep an eye out for that for a game time decision. And then Josh Gideon and Darius Baisley are both listed as questionable for this game as well. So again, keep an eye out for that. Great matchup again, but this time, I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm rocking out with the Portland Trailblazers just like my previous prediction. They went in overtime. They lost by 2, so I think they're going to go in there and definitely make sure that they make a statement at this point, man. Next up after that, we got the Magic in the 11-21 versus the 9-21 Houston Rockets. No slight nor disrespect to the Rockets, man, but I'm going ahead and rocking out the Orlando Magic on this one. They're getting healthy. They got all their players back. Their number 1 overall draft pick is definitely out there showcasing and showing why he is the number 1 overall pick for them. And definitely, again, man, one of those situations where you're seeing 2 young teams, but one team is kind of ahead of the other as far as being able to figure it out. They're getting some good wins, some gritty wins, and they're beating teams that people are counting them out to not beat. So you're seeing that, you know what I mean? But on the flip side of it, Garrison Matthews and Jashawn Tate are out for the Houston Rockets. For the Orlando Magic, Jonathan Isaac is out. Wendell Carter Jr., Jalen Suggs, Chuma Kiki, Gary Harris, and Franz Wagner is questionable. So again, they're going to be pretty short-handed, but at the same time still have a core of young players, man, that can get out there and get after it. So I'm rocking out the Orlando Magic to beat the Houston Rockets. Next up after that, man, Lakers versus the Sacramento Kings. Lakers at 13-17, Kings at 16-13. Again, great matchup. But if you haven't been there before, I'll let you know now. I am a Lakers diehard fan. I'm not delusional. I'm realistic, but I'm always rocking my team no matter what. They're playing the 90 Dream Team. I'm still gonna pick my Lakers team, even though we know how that would pan out. But nonetheless, on this one, I am rocking on my with my Lakers. However, for an injury perspective of this, Sabonis is going to be questionable. Harrison Barnes is questionable. Who else we got? Russell Westbrook is questionable. Austin Reeves is doubtful. And then LeBron James is probable, so more like he's going to play. But Anthony Davis is out. So if you're betting on this, I would say the better chance probably would go to the Sacramento Kings, just because they have the healthier roster on this one. But from a perspective, this is a winnable game. So again, I'm going to rock on my Lakers to win this one, and excited to watch it, man. And then last game of the night, Charlotte Hornets sitting at 8-23 versus the 18-14 Clippers. Again, good game, man. Great game to watch. Obviously, the Hornets were definitely welcoming LaMelo back. Exciting point guard to have on the floor. It brings a lot of energy and charisma to the team, man, and a lot of swag to the team as well. So again, they're very excited to have him back and have him back in the lineup. Now, as far as for the Clippers, man, Paul George is questionable for this game. Reggie Jackson is questionable. Norman Powell is questionable. Zubac is questionable as well. That's a lot of people to have questionable. That again, questionable is different. You know what I mean? It's not saying it's out, but it is a game time decision where they could be pulled. So just keep an eye out for that. If you have any of those players, on a fantasy or anything of that nature, just keep an eye out for that, man. It definitely will have an impact on the actual outcome of the game as well. Now, LaMelo and Gordon Hayward are back. Again, Gordon Hayward was a welcoming sight for him to be back. I'm sure the Hornets are happy about that. Terry Rozier is listed as doubtful for this game, and Dennis Smith Jr. is out. Cody Martin is out, and then Mark Williams is out. So you're not really missing any other big names, but again, should be a fairly equal matchup. So we could have a rare Kawhi sighting, and you could have a rare PG sighting as well. So who are we going to go with this one? I'm going to rock out the Clippers on this one, man. I feel like they have enough and they have what it takes to beat this Hornets team. But if they're missing shots, turning the ball over, and they're not focused and consistent, this Hornets team absolutely has the ability to get hot and run up the score quick. They definitely have a lineup that we've seen in the situations in the few wins they have. We've seen them put it together against any teams that come in there thinking that, they're just going to lay down. That's not the case. So keep an eye out for that. But again, I got the Clippers winning that game, man. So quick recap of all the picks for this one. I got the Mavericks beating the Timberwolves, I have the Trailblazers beating the Thunder, the Magic beating the Rockets, the Lakers beating the Kings, and the Clippers beating the Hornets. That's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate you coming through. Make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of y'all. And if you wish to support the channel, that information is flowing at the bottom of the screen. It's also in the description of the video. Again, I appreciate you coming through, and I'll catch you on another one, man.